Universal Orlando. We are currently at Islands of Adventure. Today I am riding solo because we are gonna see how much I can get done Friday morning, Memorial Day weekend, as a single rider. I have my coffee. I just went to Crescent Moon Bakery, which was the first time I ever went there, shockingly. I've always wanted to try it. Honestly, thought it was a Starbucks. It's not. Got a caramel macchiato, iced, because it's pretty hot. Pretty good. A solid, good latte. Will fuel me for the day. We are staying at Helios right now. Jared had to go to work today, so that's why I'm riding solo. If you haven't seen our last video where we went to the opening day of Epic Universe, this is being filmed the day after. So because of that, I get early entry. I also do get it with my annual pass, but it just feels cooler that I get it because I'm staying on site. Right now it is about 8:20, 8:30 a.m. Islands of Adventure officially opens at 9, but we have early entry starting at 8. Universal Studios, the other park, doesn't open till 9. So my plan is go to Harry Potter, scope out Hagrid's, see if the single rider line is open because it's already a 120-minute wait. See if I can get on that. If not, we're just gonna try to get on the Hogwarts Express right at 9 and then get on Gringotts right away. Then we could also like hit like Mummy, maybe like Transformers or something. I don't know. We don't really have a game plan, but I'm gonna try to get all of this done by like 1 p.m. Let's go along together. I will say that the park looks more crowded than Epic Universe did yesterday on opening day, which is wild. To get to Hogsmeade, we had to walk through Seuss Landing, and now we're walking through the Lost Continent, which right now is a little bit of a lost continent because it doesn't have much, but I love walking through this area of the park. It is just beautiful. When did this sign get here? How to Train Your Dragon? I did not know about this. They have a whole gift shop here for the new How to Train Your Dragon live action. Oh my goodness, it's a lot of stuff they have at Epic. So cute, I had no idea. So unfortunately we've hit our first roadblock. Their single rider line for Hagrid's is unfortunately closed, which I kind of pictured because it's 135 minutes. The line stretches like all the way outside the queue. And normally when it does that, they close down that just because it gets too overwhelming. So totally get it, but that doesn't mean it won't open later. We're gonna do Plan B, and I don't ride Forbidden Journey because it makes me sick. So I'm going to go on Flay the Hippogriff, just to say we did a roller coaster, and then try to get on the Hogwarts Express right at 9. Flight of the Hippogriff is a kiddie-style roller coaster, but honestly, it's good that we're getting it done right now because throughout the day, the wait gets pretty high. So it's only a 5-minute wait right now, so that's what we're gonna do before we rope drop the Hogwarts Express. I say kiddie-style roller coaster, but honestly, it goes pretty fast. I would say it's like comparable to like a Big Thunder, a good like entry roller coaster for kids for sure, but has very good views of the castle. The time is now 8:50, and it looks like they're letting people into the queue for the Hogwarts Express to go into King's Cross. Something to note about the Hogwarts Express is it does take you from Islands of Adventure to Universal Studios Orlando or vice versa. So you do need a park-to-park ticket to be able to ride the Hogwarts Express. I don't know if a lot of people know that. The team member at the front did inform me though that although it is 8:50 and they're letting us into the line, the ride is not open until 9. So we're just gonna get in line, hopefully get on it soon. So far it looks like the line is pretty empty. We're definitely gonna be on the first train, which is so exciting! Hogwarts Express, Hogsmeade Station, check. Like I said, I'm gonna try to hit Gringotts now. I haven't been on Gringotts in a minute, so I'm actually really excited. They do have a single rider line normally, so hopefully that's open. But also the park literally opened 2 minutes ago, so hopefully even the standby won't be too bad. They let us on the Hogwarts Express at about 8:58, so like 2 minutes before it technically opened, but probably the ride started at like 9. So yeah, let's go into Diagon Alley. An empty Diagon Alley is just beautiful. All right, the posted wait time is 15 minutes, but I'm gonna ask about a single rider line. All right, single rider line was not open. However, it is a 15-minute wait, so hopefully it's not too bad, which I don't think it will be. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is a roller coaster type ride that does incorporate screens. You do grab 3D glasses, so it is a motion-based simulator ride, but also has roller coaster elements. Your vehicle turns 360 degrees, so it's a lot of different elements. I don't get motion sickness on this ride. If you are sensitive to motion, spinny roller coaster screens, something to be aware of. I just got off Gringotts. I ended up waiting a little bit longer than normal. So sometimes team members will say the estimated time is to the first pre-show. Some people don't say that. I tend to think it is more towards the first pre-show. So for Gringotts, there is a pre-show. There's technically two. There's the one that you go in, there's like a screen, and the characters are there. and then you go into an elevator. That's kind of like the second pre-show. When we got to the first pre-show, I had waited 9 minutes, so not bad at all. But then the process after that took a little bit longer. The elevator, I think, was just like took a little longer than it normally does. So when I got to the ride, I had waited about 25 minutes. Not bad, 10 minutes more than the posted wait time. It's early in the morning, it's hard to judge. Really fun ride. I got to sit in the first car in the first row, which I don't think I've ever gotten to do. And that was so fun because there's no one in front of you, so it really feels like you're just immersed in the attraction. I will say, I think I like Gringotts better than Ministry of Magic. Is that crazy? Ministry of Magic is the new Epic Universe Harry Potter ride that has like a 300-minute wait all day, every day. Today is day 2 of Epic being like officially open, and I did check wait times, and it is a 300-minute wait right now, which is 5 hours. But I have been on it twice now. It's not my favorite ride because I don't like screen-based rides that you feel kind of claustrophobic in, if that makes sense. Spider-Man is another one that kind of gets me. I feel a little nauseous on it, and screens don't affect me crazily. Like Gringotts screens doesn't affect me at all. Ministry of Magic screens, I felt a little weird after. So yeah, I think I like Gringotts better. Crazy. Heading out of Diagon Alley and into San Francisco because I think we're gonna hit Fast and Furious. I've literally never been on this ride, so it should be an adventure. Gonna head on Fast and Furious. The only time I've ever been inside this ride, technically just the queue line, was this Halloween Horror Night season because it was used for Major Suites, which was one of my favorite houses. So I'm a little sad going into the queue line and not getting to go in that house. But let's see, I really know little to nothing about this ride, never seen a movie from Fast and Furious franchise, so this will be a journey for both of us.
Hey everybody, I'm Mia, Dom's sister. Well, another race just wrapped, and it looks like my brother with another car for his collection. Yeah? Honestly, I don't know why anybody challenges him.
This early too?
Well, we're meeting up at Sullivan's Garage for the after party, and while Tej works on your rides, you guys enjoy the break room.
Indeed.
My brother calls this the family room. Dom says he doesn't have friends, he has family.
Not shocking.
And the faces you see on these walls are our family.
So when do I get one?
When I'm in this room, I feel like we're all together again.
Yeah.
So, welcome to our family.
Welcome to the family, guys. Tej, brother, good morning. Your patch still with me.
All right. What's up, Mia?
Hey, Tej, just welcoming these good people to our family. How are their rides coming along?
The rides are ready to roll out and roll out in style.
It's a good
All
song.
right. I'll let Dom know. You guys have fun at the party.
Well, since you guys are here, might as well do me a favor, just come all the way forward for me. That way you guys can check out some of the cool tech stuff we have around here. Like this map. It's actually a really cool map of Dom's race to San Francisco that he just won. Hey, Tej.
Jamie,
What's up?
the buses are here.
Awesome. I have people here ready for a party at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So, Dom's calling. I can
I
get
got
that.
this, Jamie.
Or not. Okay.
Dom, what up?
Guess I'll sit here.
Tej, just got a heads up from Hobbs.
The hot one, yeah.
The FBI's about to raid your location.
Oh no.
Man, they always ruining our
What are
fun.
we gonna do?
It gets worse.
Crazy.
They're leading Owen Shaw right to your door.
Who's that?
Shaw, that cockroach we beat down in Spain?
Ew, gross.
What's he got to do with this?
Sounds like my ex.
Nothing yet. And let's keep it that way.
Okay.
Get those people on those buses.
Just got off of Fast and Furious Supercharge. First time on it. A lot of people make fun of this ride, and I see why. It's definitely not the best, but I think if you like the movies, you would really like it because it seems to have a lot of like characters and storylines from the movies. I don't know anything about it, so I was a little lost, but it was fun. I will say, in the main room where like all this, the whole like dome of screen is and where most of the action happens, I was right by like the mister that like blows air on you but also kind of has water to look like smoke, I think, or like explosions, and my like whole side of my body is soaked. So that was not very fun, but overall cool. I like going on a new ride. Speaking of going on a new ride, I've never been on Transformers either, so I think I'm gonna try to hit that next just because it's right there. We'll see what the wait time is. Let's go check it out. Actually, before we check out Transformers, I'm gonna walk down New York because I'm gonna check out what the Mummy looks like. One of my favorites. So far, as you can see, the crowd level is definitely somewhat low. Not empty, because it's still pretty early, so this is pretty average. But like I said, it is Friday, Memorial Day, so expecting it to get more and more crowded as the day goes on. Standby is a 35-minute wait, but single rider is open, thank goodness. The first single rider line for me that's been open today. So I'm in that, quite literally walking on the ride. This is great. It was amazing. Literally walked right on, waited maybe 30 seconds. So that was beautiful. Now I am gonna see if Transformers single rider line is open. It is a 35-minute wait right now. I would like to do the ride because I've never done it before, but I don't want to wait 35 minutes for it. So I'm gonna go check right. It's open. Woohoo!
All next personnel, this is General Marshall. This is Theodore Slow, National Security Advisor.
Okay, I'm literally walking right on. This is perfect. Walked right on that ride also, which was amazing. We're on a roll right now. It wasn't my favorite thing ever. Again, I don't know the franchise. I'm not a fan of those style rides. I really don't like Spider-Man. That makes me really nauseous. That one was better than Spider-Man, but I definitely still had to take a few deep breaths at some parts that are, you're in front of the screen for like a prolonged time. Some of the screens were really blurry, and I feel like that makes it worse sometimes for me if I like can't see it very clearly. So yeah, did feel a little woozy on that, but also I realized I haven't eaten anything today except for that coffee. So I'm gonna head into Starbucks and see if I can just get a quick bite, because sometimes I also get nauseous if I don't have like anything in my stomach. So we're gonna just go into Starbucks right here. I had to backtrack just a little bit because Starbucks is right here, kind of New York Street, right where the Mummy is. Okay, so I have walked over to kind of behind Cafe La Bamba. Right here is the walkway to like DreamWorks Land. This is such a nice area because as you can see, there's like tables with umbrellas, so it's in the shade. So I'm gonna drink my coffee, I got a little breakfast sandwich. But I want to say my coffee that I got is the new shaken horchata espresso. Sorry, espresso. I don't know why I said espresso. That's a pet peeve of mine. It's so good. It's a little fall, like, because it's the cinnamon, it just makes me think of fall, which is, I kind of love because I feel like Halloween Horror Nights announcements are on the horizon. There was a sign outside of one of the stores in Islands that said merch coming soon for Halloween Horror Nights 2025. So I'm so excited. If you don't know, I am a scaredy cat. I don't watch scary movies. I don't like anything like that. But last year I've been converted to a Halloween Horror Nights stan. And I'm so excited because this is my first year like knowing that I'm gonna love it. Like last year I spent the whole summer like anxious about going. And then the first day I went, I was like so anxious, and then I loved it. But this is the first year that I'm like, I can't wait for stuff to be announced. I'm so excited to go on like opening day. So I'm drinking my little horchata, thinking about spooky season up ahead. All right, we are fed and caffeinated, feeling a lot better. But now we're gonna head into DreamWorks. But before we go into DreamWorks, we're gonna hit ET because it's such a good classic ride. There's a 10-minute wait. Let's see how accurate that is. Starting the timer now. Looks pretty empty so far.
Welcome you to the ET adventure, but I'm afraid we don't have much time, so I'm going to cut right to the chase. ET needs your help. ET must go home, and only you can help him.
Even
ET.
trouble.
That's right, ET. You and ET will be making your 3 million light year journey on these bikes, but don't worry, you don't have to pedal. But you will need an interplanetary passport. So before you leave with ET, tell your first name to one of our assistants, and they'll give you your pass.
Deirdre. Thank you.
Your name?
Just got off ET. Such a fun ride. Just classic, good, old school ride. It's so cute. Also, just love the music, and the smell always hits. When I got in line, as you saw, it was a 10-minute wait. As soon as I got past the pre-show, I looked on the app because it looked a little crowded, and it did jump up to a 20-minute wait. And that's exactly what I ended up waiting, like, to the dot. So, a little longer than I anticipated when I got in line, but the wait time was accurate. It was a 20-minute wait. So, game plan right now, I was gonna do Troller Coaster, but then I'm like, I don't really want to. It's a very slow loading ride, and I think that could eat up a lot of time, and it's not worth it for me right now. So I'm gonna try to do the single rider for Men in Black, since there is a single rider line, and then I'm gonna try to go on the Hogwarts Express back to Islands to hopefully get like at least 1 or 2 rides in over there. The wait times overall though seem somewhat low. It is 11:30 though, so it's getting a little bit later in the day, so we'll see how they fluctuate. Single rider is open, so I'm heading in Men in Black right now. The AC in Men in Black always hits. Like, you walk into this building and it hits you in the face. It's so good. Just got off Men in Black, literally walked right on once again. No one was in the single rider line, and the car that was being loaded was an odd number, so I literally got in right away. I started out doing terrible. I only had like 10,000 for the longest time, and then I don't know what I hit, but it was something. And I got 240,000, which I feel like It's probably one of my best. I don't know that much about that ride and like what to hit and stuff, but tried my best. I feel like I did pretty good. I'm very competitive on those rides. Also, I always forget how much that ride spins. That spins so much. I'm like, oh, and normally that doesn't affect me that much, but whew, by the end of it, you're like, okay, I'm kind of done spinning now. It is now 11:45, and I'm gonna try to catch the Hogwarts Express back to Hogsmeade. I didn't mention this earlier, but I meant to, that if I had to pick one way to go on the Hogwarts Express, it would be starting at Diagon Alley or King's Cross Station and going to Hogsmeade. The queue is so much better. I like the story better. I recommend that way, but both ways are good, so recommend doing both because they are different. This says a 10-minute wait, and I just started my timer, so I'll let you know what it is. So far, so good though. It looks pretty empty. Just made it back to Hogsmeade. It was exactly a 10-minute wait to get on the Hogwarts Express. We are back in Hogsmeade, and now I'm gonna check if single rider is open yet. Single rider line, still not open. But it did go down to a 90-minute wait, so not as bad, but too long for me. Although I do love that ride, it's my favorite ride. We're gonna head into Seuss Landing, try to get some rides there, because the wait times look pretty short. Rack up a few more rides. We'll see. Pie in the Sky Seuss train's only a 10-minute wait, so we are going to go on that first. That ride is truly one of my favorites. It's just so cute. It's kind of like Universal's People Mover. Really cute views of the land. And I only waited about 5 minutes, which is good because sometimes that gets really long. Cat in the Hat is not my favorite ride ever, but it has a short wait. We're trying to get as much done as possible. So I think we're gonna head on it. Wait, I'm gonna be scared if I have to go on this by myself.
For sure, everyone has their own seat. No left seat.
That ride is just so silly goofy, but I love it. Luckily, I did not have to ride by myself. I got to ride in the second row with like a couple was in front of me. I would have been scared. We walked through Marvel's Superhero Island, Toon Lagoon, into Jurassic Park because we're gonna try to get on Jurassic Park River Adventure. Surprisingly, this is gonna be my first time ever on this ride. I just always forget about it. I got super lucky on Jurassic Park because not only did I get to walk on the ride, waited maybe 2 minutes, but I also got the last row. So I just got a little splash, you can tell, which felt great because it's really hot out, but I'm not soaked. So like win-win. It's now like 1:05. Like I said, I kind of wanted to be done by 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to get in one more ride. Now, unfortunately, the only ride that would really work that has single rider, that is not delayed or anything, and that's on our way out is Spider-Man. If Jared is watching this, that's Jared's like favorite ride. I hate that ride. It makes me very nauseous. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be brave and we're gonna do it. Made it back to Superhero Island and we're gonna see what Spider-Man is looking like. So, went up and they're actually not doing single rider today for Spider-Man, which is a-okay. We got so much done this morning. So I think even though it's only 1:15, I'm gonna call it. It's getting really crowded. There's a ton of school groups here, so it's just like a lot of large groups. It's getting very hot. It's 93 degrees already. And like I said, we're staying in Helios, so I'm gonna head back to the hotel, rest a little bit, probably edit our video from yesterday to go up, and Jared and I are gonna come back to the park tonight, which we may vlog, or do a reel or something. So yeah, I think that's the plan. But before we head out, I'm gonna read off everything we did, because it was a lot. We did Flight of the Hippogriff, Hogwarts Express, Hogsmeade Station, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, Fast and Furious Supercharge, Transformers the Ride, E.T. Adventure, Men in Black Alien Attack, Hogwarts Express, King's Cross, Pie in the Sky Seuss Train, Cat in the Hat, and Jurassic Park River Adventure. That is 12 rides for a single rider on Memorial Day weekend. I think I did pretty good, you guys. I've just fallen in love with Universal. Of course, I've always been a Disney person, but there is something so unique about Universal. It was also fun revisiting both of these parks because I have not been to these parks since going to Epic, because Epic has just like consumed, I feel like, all of our lives in the best way. But it's so fun now to come back to the OG parks and ride all the classics. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments your favorite ride at Universal Studios Orlando or Islands of Adventure, and I'll see you in the next one.